Friends. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the exercises that we use before lower days, any kind of plyometric days, people with plantar fasciitis or having any kind of problems with their Achilles, any kind of tightness there. All of these will strengthen the ankle mobility, also the fascia on the bottom side of the foot. It'll keep the arch nice and stretched and mobile. But I also want to hit those hamstrings and just kind of warm up the hips a little bit. So these are just some great exercises that you can do. Even if you have like sciatica or anything like that, it will help ease up some of the sciatic pains and get you ready for a lower workout. So here, if you just want to sit on a bench, a chair, anything, you can kind of just lift those heels, working for that front side of the foot. You'll take that anywhere. It really depends on where you're at with it. If it's really, really tight, you can only do kind of like smaller reps. So I take my clients into a 30 count. So we go 30 and really squeeze into that tibialis muscle in the front. These are the muscles that help you stop and in the positions of like sports and things like that. Or if you're a runner, it's going to help as well. So make sure that you're lifting up in the front, and then you're going to turn this over and you're just going to give yourself some calf raises. We take it to 30. We really just squeeze in those calves. And so you just take it to 30 there. Right here, we're going to do, I call them just windshield wipers, back and forth. Make sure that your ankles are doing the work, that you're not like swinging with the legs a bunch. You just want those ankles to turn in and out, in and out. You'll start feeling a little burn sensation. Again, break it up if you need to, but my counts are about 30, getting ready for that workout. Another one that you can do, we're going to grab a band. You can do a medium to heavy band. I'm going to go ahead and throw it right here on my ankles. Put that band or that ball. You can use any kind of ball. You can do a yoga block or anything, just something to squeeze in the middle of your legs. This is going to help with your hip flexors are going to turn internally. It's actually going to work the external side of the rotator cuff, or the hip flexor. I'm sorry, not the rotator cuff, but the hip flexors. So you're going to kick out, squeezing that ball. You're going to kick out onto the side. If you have a heavy band like I do right now, I would take it 8 to 10 reps and then go the other side and kick that 8 to 10 reps. I would do about 2 sets through. If you're someone who's really trying to strengthen the hip flexors and it's not just a mobility drill, maybe take it for 3 sets, okay? Another thing that you guys can do, I'm going to move this back real quick. We want to put that band, I don't know why I took it off. Let's put it back on. Right above the knees here, we're going to go into a tabletop position. Right here, you want your hands to line up, your wrists to line up right here with the shoulders, and you're going to lift your knees up off the ground. You're in a 90 degree with the knees to the ground, lifted up off of it. With this, your shoulders are not moving. It's all in the hips. You're going to expand back, stretch those hamstrings, come back down. What we do is we do a rep count of 8 to 10, and then you're going to hold. So you're expanding back, really pressing it down, squeezing those quads. This is helping strengthen those knees, get those hips moving. Here we go. And then you're going to hold in that tabletop position. Give yourself about 10 to 20 second hold. Whatever you can do, hold those obliques nice and strong. Woo, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And give yourself maybe 2 sets of those to help prepare the knees and all of that for your run or whatever it is that you're going into. Here we also have, I call them froggers. My group fitness classes, they're familiar with them. But what we're going to do is we're going to go wide, point the toes out, come down into a deep squat position. You're going to hold your ankles. We are not going to lock out the knees in this. It's just a pulse. So you're just slightly pumping those quads and bringing those hips high, okay? So you're right here and you're just going to pump it up. It is a weird movement. A lot of people laugh with it, but it does work really well to get those knees warmed up and get those quads fired up, okay? So stay low in that. We usually take it, my clients usually die at about 20, and then we might take another 20 set a little bit later, but that's another really good one to warm up with. Also, you never want to miss your squat walks and hip bridges, especially if you're about to go into glute lifts and things like that. So put that band on the ankles. If you are someone who deals with a little bit of valgus, where your knees cave in, maybe you can take it up a little bit higher, press out with those knees, right? So I'm going to keep it high for right now, but we dip down. You want to keep it into that hinged position. So if you're standing tall, a hinge is where your hips go back and down, so a little soft knees. And I'm just going to take it back and forth. So I usually warm up with step count, maybe 30 of them. It really just depends on what kind of band that you have, but you're back and forth, letting it heat up a little bit. You don't want to be in like a, you don't want it cramping, but you do want it to feel a little heat, that it's burning and getting activated. So these are just muscle activations before your exercises. It won't shock the muscles when you put heavy weight into it. So do a few of those, then drop it down. Keep that band at the knees. And then right here, we're going to go into those hip bridges, okay? So you're here, squeezing at the top. Make sure you're squeezing those glutes. The feet are pointed out, lining up directly with those knees and the hips. Once you get to about 15 to 20 of these, what I like to do is hold and take a few butterflies at the top, really activating those medius muscles. That is the smaller muscle at the top side of your glute. So those need to be really, really strong for like sit stands and things like that. But these are some great activations before your warm-ups or before your workouts. Great little warm-up, and it'll get the heart rate going. But make sure that you guys are doing that and preparing your muscles for these lifts. It will help you be a lot more mobile, and it'll help your muscles not tighten up and get locked up and cause all these issues. So there's more to come, but that's where you can start if you are a runner, if you are doing any kind of sports training or anything like that. But also on your lower days, just make sure to activate those muscles. Y'all have a good one.